Hello folks, welcome to the channel. Thanks for watching. Today we're going to be troubleshooting my Ruger GP100. A couple of videos I did with the red dot, the O-site red dot. I had problems with my primer's not going off. I don't know if it's an issue with my reloads because they were all reloads. I should have bought some factory rounds to see if it's my reloads, but I didn't. So what I did with it was originally what I did with it, I modified it. I changed the hammer springs. I shimmed the trigger and the hammer. I polished some internal pieces, and it made it smooth, but it also made it really light trigger pull. I don't have a trigger gauge to tell you the numbers, but I know it's just really smooth compared to any other revolver that I have. Lately, I've been having these, my primer's not going off. So what I decided to do is change the strength of the hammer spring and go with a little bit heavier. The trigger pull is slightly heavier. Maybe it's the force of impact that's not setting off the primers. I don't know. But today we're just gonna just kind of see if that fixes my issue with my reloads. So let's get right to it. All right, folks. So as you can see, I have a target at 25 yards. I am using the original reloads where I was having the issues with, but the only thing I've changed is the hammer spring. I just went with a slightly heavier hammer spring, and let's see if this solves the problem. I did flush out the firing pin with some lighter fluid and blew some air. Nothing really came out of it. So I'm hoping it's just my hammer spring was a little too light, or maybe I wore it out. I don't know. So here we go. Well, that was 100%. So it may have been just too light of a hammer spring that I had in there. So granted, it's only one cylinder, so let's do another one just to kind of confirm. And I'll keep shooting this with this newer hammer spring. Now, I couldn't tell you for sure what the weight is of the hammer spring. It was one of the it was an aftermarket from Wilson Combat, and unfortunately the markings on the packaging was worn off, so I did the whole, you know, squeeze it in between my finger thing just to see which is heavier than what was what I put in there. And I think when I first put this together, I put the lightest spring in there. The trigger's still smooth, just slightly heavier, but let's see if still reliable. Yeah. So I think I solved the problem with this. So I don't know, because we did multiple things. I cleaned out the firing pin hole with lighter fluid and blew it out with air, and I changed the hammer spring. So I can't tell which fixed the problem, but I'm guessing, I'm probably 99% sure it was too light of a hammer spring, and it also could be my reloads, because I am experimenting with different primers. This was the original stuff that in the videos I've been shooting where I had problems with this. And I'm using Fiocchi small pistol primers. I am going to be testing out rifle primers, just because I had a viewer suggested that it could help bring my SDs down, the numbers on the chronograph down. But today was just about troubleshooting. We know this is accurate. on the previous videos I've done with the red dot on there. It was just the reliability. This has always been a really reliable, bulletproof revolver, and me messing with the hammer spring probably changed that. So I want to make sure this is 100%. So I'll keep shooting it with this heavier hammer spring, and I will probably eventually do a follow-up video, or you'll just see many videos of me shooting this thing and you'll see that it is 100%. Anyways, hope you folks enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.